Misters Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs greet every single one of you and are proud to present C Gaming Reviews, your weekly portal to the gaming worlds. I'm Campos, and today we are going to talk about one of the most anticipated games of all times. I'm talking about none other than Hogwarts Legacy, and this one is going to have a lot to talk about, and remember that this is purely my opinion. If you don't agree, feel free to comment below your thoughts. Let's begin. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Hogwarts Legacy was released in February 2023, developed by Avalanche Software, and is the first Harry Potter-related video game where we don't play as Harry Potter himself. We create our own character in the wizarding world and are presented with everything this world has to offer. Well, almost everything. As a huge Harry Potter fan myself, it's just fantastic that we finally have the opportunity of enjoying this universe as ourselves and with the freedom of an open-world RPG. This game sold more than 12 million copies the first 2 weeks after launch, so we can see that was something the fans were anticipating a lot. Just a quick note, at the end of this video, I'm going to have, as a summary, all the positives and negatives of this game, so stay tuned. In terms of gameplay, this game is an action role-playing game with a third-person perspective. It is set in Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and everything around it. As told, we get to create our own character in terms of appearance, gender, voice, and body type, and we get the option to choose one of the 4 Hogwarts houses. It's even possible to connect to our own Wizarding World account so that the house and wand are the predetermined of our account. Every house offers its own common room and its exclusive quests. As a 5th year of Hogwarts, we learn spells, brew potions, and master our combat abilities, creating and developing our own combat style. We can fly and create our own natural reserve for fantastic beasts, and even hunt for shiny beasts. There is also a huge customization process and also a progression system where we can upgrade spells, talents, and abilities. This game sure offers a lot. It truly feels like we can finally become what we always wanted and become a student of Hogwarts. As a small backdown, the Hogwarts point system is not influenced by player actions, despite being present in the game, and there are some aspects of the world, spells, etc. that were not included in the game, feeling like a missed opportunity. I'm talking mostly about one spell and one game, the Patronus Charm and Quidditch. And there is one small note. There is not much logic while using the 3 unforgivable curses. The game should have a karma system or something. Despite this, the gameplay of this game is simply amazing. It offers and delivers a lot. It is a full and grown game on its own and a game that truly was created for the fans. So, in terms of gameplay, I'm going to award an almost perfect score of 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10 for one simple reason. Some aspects and features that could be included were not there, and this was the perfect game to see these things in play. In terms of story, what I'm going to say next is going to be strange, but I'm going to explain it later. The story is good but boring. The game itself is not boring, just the plot itself. We are presented with the opportunity of being a student in a magic school, and the story starts with a lot of mystery and twists, revealing and unlocking ancient and lost magic. But the feeling I have is that most people plays the game for the features and not for the plot itself. It's 100% possible that this is just my opinion and you guys have a completely different view of this. But after more than 40 hours of gameplay, in the first character, I was enjoying the game a lot, but not caring a lot about the plot and all the situation with the goblins and the rebellion. The Keeper's part, I found it more interesting, to be honest. Although the story is well written and has value, I just prefer the freedom of the world. But this is also not a problem of this game alone, considering that most amazing RPGs suffer from the same thing. I don't play Oblivion or Skyrim for the story. Sure, I'm going to do the main quest, but after hundreds of hours later. So, story gets a 7 out of 10. In terms of graphics and visual effects, I just need to take my hat off and make a bow. Hogwarts Legacy had a very difficult task to make the maps and scenery we knew and dreamed of playable. They managed to do that with mastery. This is a very vibrant and engaging game with stunning graphics and effects. It's just a shame that my computer is a big old potato, so I cannot enjoy it on the best resolutions. Is the kind of title that should be played in a huge screen to see as much as possible. The world feels alive, and we also get this sensation on magic while traveling and doing quests. Even more with the maps and the reaction of the characters. The game is constantly giving Easter eggs for the fans of this universe. There are sure a few visual glitches and some technical problems, but I really can't complain of the visuals of the game. So I'm going to award Hogwarts Legacy with 10 out of 10 in terms of graphics. They just nailed it. The OST and sound effects of this game are also a positive aspect. Hedwig's theme is just too big to forget, and honestly I was expecting that the developers would abuse this theme. But that didn't happen at all. We are presented with some parts of the music, while trying to create a unique and new theme song. The rest of the OST works brilliantly and give us music to the adequate moments. I keep saying that the developers do understand the importance of OST in a video game, and this one is more example of a beautifully made soundtrack. There are vibes of action, mystery, drama, and everything works perfectly. OST, 10 out of 10. Simple as that. This game offers a lot of hours of gameplay, and remembering that there are 4 houses, each with its unique common room and exclusive quests, it's a recipe for a lot of replayability. Although, I don't feel like this game is as polished as other big RPGs. There are lots of quests and content, but some games feel simple infinite. This doesn't, and talking about the replayability also means to check for mods and the possibility of more content in the future. So there is light in the tunnel. At the time I'm writing this script, there are more than 1,000 mods in Nexus mods alone. So that's a given that the community want to improve the quality and life of the game, and there are planned DLCs to be released. And lastly, I want to talk about the legacy of the game. The game is fairly new. It has a bit more than 9 months old, so it is difficult to talk about the influence of this title in the gaming industry. What we know, however, is how the community, the fans, and the critics received the game. The hype was huge, and there are very different opinions regarding this game. Some critics give 9 out of 10, others 6 out of 10. But the fans, they love the game, and at the end of the day, that's the most important. Steam has more than 161,000 positive reviews. 161,000. That allow us to see how big this game really is. Huge and well made. So regarding the replayability, mods, legacy, and future, I'm going to award 9 out of 10, an almost perfect score. Giving now last and quick notes over this game. Positives and negatives. Positives. Its gameplay. Fast-paced combat. The spell variety. You can fly. You can explore Hogwarts and its grounds. Constant Easter eggs. It's a game made for the fans. Negatives. You need a decent machine. Not a potato like I do. No Quidditch. No Patronus. No companion system. No romantic relations. Lack of logical criminal system and rule system in Hogwarts. Not really innovative for RPG. So, in a simple question, should you try Hogwarts Legacy? Yes, you should. It's an amazing game for both muggles and purebloods. It's definitely a must-try, and it looks like it's going to grow even more in the future. Have fun while playing this game. This concludes my review of Hogwarts Legacy. Feel free to like, comment your thoughts and games you want to be reviewed. Subscribe, and until next time. Unlock the world of gaming, where reviews come to life.